Hey everyone, it's Silver Moon, Blessed Full Moon in Libra. I'm really excited to do this for you guys today. I'm gonna do a full moon ritual. I've never done this ritual before, but I felt really guided to try it out. Um, it was interesting how it just happened. I was actually wrapping up a reading um, for a client, and I just felt very poetic, I guess. And so I started writing a couple words. And it ended up just being like a little ritual for myself to try. But then, I thought it'd be really cool to have you guys join along in celebration of the full moon. So, what I have here, I have 13 candles. And they're like the tea light candles. And I have this bowl here full of water. Um, and so I really love this bowl. Eric made it in high school. I think he made it like in like shop class or pottery. I think it was pottery or ceramics. He made a bunch of stuff, and I've kept them and I've used them for my magic. Um, and I love this bowl. I use it for everything. I think you guys have seen it a couple times. And so what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna dress the water, and I have I want to use the lavender as I always do, especially when I work with the goddess Morrigan. In this ritual, I am calling upon the goddess Morrigan and her three aspects, but you don't have to follow the goddess Morrigan's practice. You could call upon your own spiritual tribe down during this ritual. But for me, I just been working with the goddess Morrigan, so it only feels right for me to include her in here. Um, and so this here is just a little bit of lavender, and I'm just going to dress the water a little bit with the magical properties of lavender, and not too much. It's like 2 pinches. And then I'm also going to put some mugwort because I love the combination together, especially when I'm doing um, anything magical, ritual or divination. Just like that. And I'm going to use a little bit of rose petals. They're red roses. And it's just to include the color red and the beauty and love energy that most of us need right now. I mean, we all need it. Who doesn't need love energy? I'm just gonna do that. And with this ritual, you could always add oils in here, but I'm gonna leave it just the way it is. I like um, the water with the natural herbs and stuff. And plus, I use this bowl a lot, and I don't want to use like oils, and it gets all gross. And so the next thing I want to do, I'm just going to add last, um, the last little thing, which is, you guys probably see these in my altar. It's a red flower and it floats. It's a candle. And this is going to represent the goddess Morrigan. And so I'm going to go ahead and put this right in the center, even though it'll float around, because we're going to light that in the ritual. Um, and to represent the three aspects of the goddess, I have black feathers, three black feathers. When we call upon the goddess Maka, the goddess Bob, and the goddess Anu, I'll go ahead and put the feathers down. Um, and then I felt, well, let's talk about the energy. So the energies of this are coming up to the full moon. I don't know if anybody's feeling like this, but I've been feeling really funky in the sense where a lot of self doubt is manifesting, especially when it comes to my readings. And that's why I felt compelled to do the Confessions of a Intuitive Reader, talk about my frustrations a bit, because I I mean, it's always good to be nervous about your readings and about doing a reading for someone, but I've never felt it like this, where it was like psyching myself out. And every time I'll get the feedback from the reading, it would be awesome. And I was just like, what the hell is wrong with me? What is this energy? It doesn't feel right. It feels weird. And so I was like, okay, is it the house that I'm in? Is it the new environment? And I was like, well, I mean, I set up everything the way I usually have it, so I don't understand. So those energies have been coming up for me. And it makes sense because with the energies of the full moon and in Libra, it's things going back into balance. So it's almost like it's almost like a little mini, for me, like a mini Mercury retrograde where I'm just kind of like I just want to be by myself for a little bit and trying to figure things out. And what this ritual is about rebalancing ourselves. So the scales are going to be balanced again for us. And that's how I feel. So I was like, I need something, I need something to kind of release all this funk. So that's why these candles are here. Also because, there's 13 phases of the moon. 13 is a very magical number for many of us. And what I want to do with these is once we get to the point where I'm going to light each one, um, I'm going to release some stuff. So I'm going to release self-doubt, fear, of what I felt this week up until this moment. And I'm also going to say things that I'm grateful for at the same time, the lessons learned, um, the opportunity to grow, but I'm going to say that in silent. So when you see me light each candle, I'm going to pause for a moment so that you could also join in and say something that you want to release or something that you're grateful for, because that's the balance. I don't want to just keep pushing things that I want to release. I also want to make sure that I'm balanced by saying things that I'm grateful for. Um, and so that was pretty much it. Excuse me. And so right now, I'm going to get prepared to read you guys the little ritual thing that I wrote. So, yay! I call upon the goddess Maka, goddess of the sun, illuminator of all truth. We glow in your brilliance. Our faults may have been shown to us to teach us a lesson. We thank you for the opportunities to learn and to grow. I call upon the goddess Anu, goddess of the womb, creatrix of life. We eat from your fruits, our minds, bodies, and souls expand from your bounty. In your arms we nourish ourselves in perfect love and perfect trust. I call upon the goddess Bav, goddess of the moon, keeper of all mystery. We bask in your shadows. As the scales begin to balance, we are reminded of our own ebbs and flows, and how important it is to honor our tides. I call upon the goddess Morrigan, goddess of the fight, queen of sovereignty. We kneel at your grace. Lend us your strength so that we can recognize our worth. From the blood that pumps in your veins, our hearts beat. We stand united, brothers and sisters, to celebrate this special full moon lunar eclipse. I light this red candle in the name of the goddess. I place before us 13 candles to represent things we need to release and things that we are grateful for. In perfect balance, we shall stay united the next lesson until the next lesson is presented to us. We now begin to light each candle. Thank you, goddesses, for being here with us, for the opportunity to connect with one another. May you continue to watch, guide, and protect us. Blessed be. Now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to dim the lights so we can get a chance to kind of sit and meditate for the next couple minutes. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to let these burn a bit, and I'm going to wait till they um, kind of go down. I'm going to sit here and meditate in silence, and you're more than welcome to join me. I'm going to speedcast this a little bit, um, so that if you want to stay through the whole journey of them burning down, you could do so. If not, thank you so much for joining me today. I wish you all a powerful lunar experience. Blessed be.